Yes, I call to order the meeting for the Civil Service Commission for Tumwater City. Let's open with introductions.
Michelle Sutherland, Secretary Examiner.
Pat Schneider, Commissioner.
Carlos Quiles, Police Deputy Chief.
Don Kermans, Deputy Fire Chief.
I'm Blake Chard, the Chairman of the Commission. Any proposed changes to the agenda?
I have
No.
none.
Okay.
I have none.
Okay. All right, we'll go to next things is approval of minutes. Have we had an opportunity to look at the minutes and any recommended changes? Okay,
I have no changes.
all right. Well, then with that, I'll move that we approve the minutes for September 11th meeting. Have a second?
I will second that motion.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Okay. Now we get into the status of eligibility list.
This is the status of all of our civil service eligibility lists for October of 2025. One thing that you'll note in the fire listing from the last meeting, we presented that the active continuous list for the firefighter, paramedic, lateral paramedic firefighter, and the lateral firefighter will be moving from an active continuous list to just a standard dated list. So in the date of expiration column up on the top for fire, I have noted that it shows active continuous in transition, just so we're all aware of that change that's coming.
Oh, okay.
So that's why that looks a little bit different. And then we do have, of course, we have the newer list from September 2025. Those are the most recent that we have approved.
Okay.
Other than that, there's nothing new on the eligibility list update.
Okay. I have no questions.
I have no questions.
All right, we'll move on to the next item. Police officer entry level list.
Yes, we are seeking approval for the police officer entry level list for October of 2025. We currently have 25 names on the list. Added to the list, we had 4 candidates in October, and we had 5 candidates removed, 3 for failing the chief's interview, and 2 of the candidates were expired. So again, seeking approval for this list for October of 2025.
I just have a quick question. Are those individuals that were removed from the list that expired, can they reapply?
They can, yes.
Okay. I have no further questions.
Okay. I have no questions. Any further questions? None. I'll take a motion.
I move that we approve the police officer entry level list.
Have a second.
Second that.
Have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion passes. Go to the next one.
Okay, the next one we are seeking approval for is the Police Services Specialist 1 list. You approved the initial list last month. This is an update to the list to let you know that we did have 2 candidates removed from the list for failing the chief's interview. So that is the slight change that we have.
Okay.
Remove those 2 candidates. So seeking approval again for just this list of the 4 candidates that did pass the chief's interview.
Okay. Any questions?
I have no questions.
Seeing no questions, I'll call for a motion.
Well, I'll move that we approve the police services specialist 1 list.
Second,
that.
have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. List is approved.
Okay, we're moving on to the approval for a police lieutenant exam plan. As we do have a new deputy chief, we do need to fill a lieutenant position. So we are asking for approval for this exam plan. We would like the recruitment to be open to qualified internal candidates and be posted in October of 2025. Internal candidates will be reviewed by HR and police administration to verify that all of the qualifications are met. Then candidates that meet the qualifications will be invited to participate in the assessment. The assessment center date that they would like to hold that would be November 12th. The 4 exercises are expectations presentation, an inbox exercise, critical thinking, practical scenarios, and an oral synopsis of written work.
Can
It's
you scroll
showing.
down so we can see the agenda? There you go.
I
Thank you.
definitely can. The candidate scores will be measured by the 5 behavioral scoring dimensions that are listed here. And then 70% would be the minimum passing score. So just wondering if you had any questions regarding this police lieutenant exam plan.
I have a question about the minimum qualifications.
As to what they would be?
No, just the ones that are listed here in the packet. What should I hold that or should we? Do you want me to ask that question now?
No, that'd be appropriate. Go ahead and ask your question.
Okay, so under the minimum qualifications, they're listed the high school diploma, the 5 years experience with law enforcement, 2 years of which must have been as a police sergeant with Tumwater Police Department. And then number 3, it says 2 years of service with Tumwater Police Department. And my question is, I'm wondering if number 3 is actually necessary if we have number 2 listed, because if you have number 2, you automatically have number 3.
I had that same question. So yes, I agree with you.
I just didn't know if maybe that's like a legal thing that you have to list
But
that.
it seems redundant to me.
Okay. That's something that I can speak with legal about to see if both need to be listed, just for clarification's purposes.
Yeah,
That-
it's really not a big deal. It was
definitely
just
noted.
something that caught my eye. Sure.
Did you have anything to add, Deputy?
No, I don't. I agree that if you have 2, you meet 3, but I don't know if it might be a legal requirement. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know.
Okay, so should we table this for their next meeting?
If we do table it, we won't be able to proceed with the recruitment. So one thing that we can do is, I can speak to legal. If there's no issue making that change, then we can go ahead and do that. And I can notify the commission, if that's what you would like to do.
I think that's
If
a
we
really
do
good
table
idea. I
it to
don't-
the next, yeah, if we do table it to the next meeting, the recruitment won't be able to proceed forward, which would leave the police department, with the short-staffed, I
I
believe.
feel like it's such a small housekeeping kind of a thing that, we can move forward with it and maybe we can just make it cleaner. And if they can't, then no big deal. I don't know how the other 2 commissioners feel.
No, I would agree. It's just a redundancy, but it shouldn't impact on anything. And I wouldn't want to hold up the recruitment.
Okay. All right, any further questions?
Do we have another, did you mention last time also, do we have like an outside agency that's proctoring the exam so that we don't have a repeat of the sergeant assessment center?
Do you want me to answer that, Michelle?
Yes, please.
Yeah, so we're gonna use public safety testing like we did with the sergeants
Okay,
assessment
great.
center. The process for lieutenant is a little different than for sergeant, just because of the higher responsibility. So the test is administered by an outside entity that has a process built for lieutenants. It's the exact same one that the cities of Olympia, Lacey, and Thurston County sheriffs use for their middle management supervisors. It's a professional process, and we shouldn't have any issues with them. We're not going to do any of this in house.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Questions? Okay, have someone for a motion?
I'll move that we accept the police lieutenant exam plan.
I'll second that.
Okay, I may add that we need to indicate that it'll be dependent upon the legal advice and let it be changed by clerical action.
Maybe
Mhm.
not dependent on it, maybe just with a note, with a recommendation.
Yeah, recommendation to remove that third line because it seems redundant.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. We have a motion. Have a second.
Yeah, Pat did move, Commissioner Schneider moved, and then Commissioner Moody seconded that.
Okay. Well, I was making sure that the amended motion included all that verbiage. All those in favor say aye.
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 Okay, motion passes.
Thank you. Okay, and this, again, we're asking for approval for the police lieutenant class specification as presented by the police department. We do have noted under the minimum qualifications that we'd like to remove number 3. Did anyone else have any questions or additions or deletions or anything they'd like us to take a look at for this class specification for police lieutenant?
Well, I just had a question as to what was the old one, because what we're seeing is a copy of the revised. Is it possible for me to see a copy of the old one to see what was changed? I see that there was a technical correction and some updates were made, but I'd like to understand a little bit more what the original looked like and what the revised looks like and how they compare.
Deputy Chief, do you have, do you know what was revised specifically on this one? I will get a copy to the commission though of the old one.
Thank you.
Most of it was changing the title of commander to deputy chief,
Mhm.
and I know we updated under minimum qualifications. We're at number 4, where they say must be able to successfully complete middle management and command college training. Before it said you had to have already done that, and it was a kind of it was out of line because you wouldn't get that level of training until you're actually in the job. So that's why we recommended to change that they must be able to successfully complete it once they're promoted.
Thank you, and I will get a copy of the old out to the commission for review.
Thank you.
All right,
Okay,
so it
so-
looks like this will be tabled, the class spec itself can be tabled till the next meeting.
Thank you.
Can you, quick question on that, can you just briefly explain why you wanted the technical correction, commander changed to deputy chief?
That position was actually renamed from commander to deputy chief. We, in a way, did that across the board at the city. Instead of having an assistant finance director, we now have deputy finance director, deputy operations director. So it's more in line with the way we're structuring the city. Change that to a deputy chief position for both fire and police.
Okay, thank you. So just for uniformity.
Okay, do we need a motion? Oh, we tabled it.
Table.
No, the previous one, or do we? Oh, yeah, we're gonna table this one. Okay, so the next one is,
It looks like that is all,
Right.
and we are ready for updates for this evening.
all right, well, Deputy Chief, why don't we have you tell us a little bit more about you? When did that happen?
So I was in the acting deputy chief role since March, and then went through the testing process, and my official appointment began October 1st. Most of you I haven't met formally. I've been with the city of Tumwater since 2002. I was a lieutenant promoted in 08, so a really long time, and now the deputy chief. So I'm a longtime Tumwater resident, went to school here, grew up here, raised my kids here, have a business here. So love Tumwater. I won't ever work in Tumwater. Don't ever want to work anywhere else.
Fabulous. Got any official updates?
Yeah, we have our recruit in the academy. She's graduating next Wednesday. So we'll be happy to have her back and have her start field training, which will help. She'll be in that for about 3.5 months. We have one of our previous recruits, a student officer now, who just completed first phase field training today. They successfully passed, and they're moving on to the second phase. We have 3 phases in our program, so about a third of the way done. And we're just really moving forward right now with body worn cams and getting that pushed forward so that we can get that process moving. We're presenting to Public Health and Safety next Tuesday, giving them an update on that. And we just got a lot. We have a lot going on. Lots of movements, lots of promotional opportunities. We did promote a sergeant. Officer Detective Brant Baker became Sergeant Brant Baker, or will become Sergeant Brant Baker on October 16th. And then with the lieutenant promotion, we'll be promoting a sergeant, and with the sergeant promotion to lieutenant, we're going to be promoting another officer to sergeant. So lots going on.
Well, that's good opportunities for the officers.
Yes, and all of our people, we have really good people, and all the folks that are putting in and ready to take those spots are highly qualified and will do excellent jobs. So we're fortunate. We're fortunate to have the difficult decision of having to pick from any of these candidates who all are capable, and that's a good problem to have, but it makes the decision very difficult.
Yep. Any other questions from the commissioners?
I have none.
Thank you for that update.
Thank you.
Yeah, good evening, Commission. I'll go and give the report with Fire Department. So Director Sutherland pointed out earlier, with the approval of discontinuing the continuous list, that's a lot of continuous, last month that you guys approved. We are actually in the process. We'll be doing oral boards all next week to clear up our lateral firefighter, our lateral paramedic, and entry-level paramedic lists. So we'll be bringing you all updated lists in November. And with that, we actually currently have 1 paramedic opening. So we're hoping with that new list here that we'll be developing, that we'll be able to hire a paramedic to complete all of our positions. With that, we did start staffing up our 8th medic unit in Thurso County. So Medic 8, which is located at the North End Fire Station on Linwood Avenue. That's going to be running about 80% of the time as we continue to build up our staffing, but it's a exciting time for Tumwater Fire, Thurso County Medic 1, and the city of Tumwater to have extra ALS unit in the city. So pretty awesome. We also fired up our crisis response with Olympic Health and Recovery on the 1st. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff happening. Last update is we held a recruit event last night at the fire station, and it was by far the biggest recruit event we had. We had 60 people show up, at least 60, some as far away as Portland, Oregon. So yeah, pretty impressive. So that just kind of starts our process. So just so you're aware, every January or so, we do an entry-level firefighter test. So this is kind of kicking that off. So yeah, with that, that's kind of where we're at. Happy to answer any questions if you have them.
Congratulations on a great recruiting event.
Yes.
Yeah, give a lot of kudos to our communications department as well for really pushing that out through social media, and HR for all their help with, kind of setting these things up as well. So it's a collaborative event.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, the next meeting is on the 13th of November. Is that okay for the other commissioners?
Works for me.
Okay. Okay, with that, I think unless there's any other business that needs to be taken care of, I would call this meeting adjourned. See you on the 13th. All right.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you.